So yes, ladies and gentlemen, joining us right about now is a Nigerian trumpeter and a music educator and cultural ambassador with a passion for inspiring through sound. Ladies and gentlemen, if your heads are not too busy, let's get welcome to the show. Guinness World Record title holder Joshua Olusoya. This way, please. AKA the trumpet influencer.
Ooh. Thank you.
Great to have you right here on the show.
I got distracted. I forgot there was a show to do. I was just dancing on and on. Like I just
at a point you became one with the trumpet, and I'm like, oh my God, what sorcery is this? Pretty amazing.
I mean, how long have you been doing this?
It's been over a decade, 15 years.
15? Was I born? Catherine, were we born? Were we?
Of course, we're not cycling.
Was I?
Okay, it's really great to see your progress. You started 15 years ago, and then according to your bio, you actually got a scholarship to go to the Muzon Center to go and learn the music school of Nigeria. And after that, you also went to the Royal Music School in London. And you have achieved so much. You've attempted to break world records. And finally, you won title of the record holder. So run us through your journey, how you started, how you got the scholarship, how you were able to go to London, and then now you're breaking the world record and educating children.
You to do it, yes.
How did it all begin?
Well, thank you for having me on this show.
Thank you so much.
So this started a decade ago. I grew up learning, falling in love with rhythm and sound right from childhood. You know, when I hear rhythm and sound, it's just, you know, it has a way of, you know, just keeping me, you know, excited, you know, as a child. And then I would say my inspiration starting was my dad. You know, my dad, he loves Fuji music.
Love it.
He loves,
what was his favorite artist?
He listened to King Dr. Said Oshukba. Shout out to the man. So my dad always, you know, put on the record every time, and I can sing word to word. And you know, back in the days, and so, and then when I decided to, I didn't start off like, you know, I wanted to do music or anything. I just, you know, love rhythm and sound. So I started playing the drums. And then I switched to the clarinet. The clarinet is an instrument very similar to the saxophone.
Yeah.
And then, yes, and I would want to say a very big shout out to my first, the person who actually gifted me my first trumpet is Dr. Danekola Olukoya.
And
General Overseer of Mounds and Fire of Miracle Ministry. So, and then I pick up the trumpet, and the first sound I blew on the trumpet, it just resonates with me. I knew that was the one for me. And then, yeah, that's how I started. So eventually, this was a big challenge starting because my parents do not want me to, you know, study this
music
as a career. You know, they wanted that for passion, you know, just do music and, you know.
On the side.
Yeah. So, but then I would say my breakthrough was when I flew out of the country, you know, for a music festival. And guess what? I didn't inform my parents. You know, I went for a music festival, and then I tested, you know, my brother, and I said, oh, I'm here. And then when I got back, I met like my whole family at the airport. My dad gave me a particular hug that day that was very special.
The welcome was so proud of you. It shocked you.
Yeah, so I think that was when it was not like, I think we should start supporting him. I think this is,
that's typical of Nigerian parents when they see that it's working out.
Yeah, it's actually really great to have a great support system, and you're going to finish this, but right now I'm sure people are wondering what's going on. Let's check a few of his material, and when we get back, he'll still be in the building with us. Can you come back? No, turning back. Come on. No. Hey, we can never turn back. No, it's already too late. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. The clip you just saw was about him breaking the Guinness World Record. But before we went on the break, he was still taking us through his
family
journey.
Support.
Yes.
Yeah, then I started getting the support from my parents, you know, and then they saw the drive. They saw that, you know, I mean, all parents want the best for their kids.
Of course.
Right, and so I knew what the worries, you know, was before they started supporting me. And then, so I tried my inspiration from different sources. You know, I derive my inspiration from boxing. You know, my favorite quote, you know, remember your dreams are worth fighting for. You know, so I derive my inspiration from different sources. So I started off then believing that this is a tool for me to get to my destination, and then just to inspire life. And so I started, you know, working on being a trumpet influencer.
Amazing. So, I mean, you said something that I really picked up, you know, when you understand how parents can be when they feel like things are not working out. And I'm bringing it down to the fact that you also teach children music. Yes, and, you know, we are in the world where music is now actually a career. Music is a course of study. Music is staying like side by side with medicine and other careers that we used to hear like growing up and everything. So how has the reaction of parents been with your music school? I mean, have you ever had situations where, you know, you're trying to teach somebody music and, you know, the parents are not in support? How do you think parents should receive things like this? And, you know, how do you think children actually should also receive things like this?
Especially with parents supporting their children's passion.
I mean, it's a good thing to see parents support their kids, you know, their passion, because trust me, a lot of kids love music, right? And then I would say that for some kids, you know, it works out that it's okay if they do it as a passion. And for some, if you see that drive and you know that, you know, it can be successful, you know, in the music, I think it's going to be a beautiful thing to support that kid. You know, I work at the American International School of Abuja, you know, where we have diverse kids from over 40 different nationalities. And then, so for these cultural differences, you know, some parents, even if the kids if they have the drive or the passion to do that, some parents be like, they want their kids to do business and flourish, right? So, yeah, I would say to be a good thing to see, you know, parents, you know, supporting, you know, their kids. And like I said, we are raising the value, and so they can follow. I mean, you can see something and see a reason why you can actually support your kids to study this music.
I totally agree with you. Now let's talk about the fact that you went. You came, you conquered. You didn't conquer to where you wanted to reach.
Yeah, so.
But you came back again
to reconquer.
I am falling down. No, I'm going to climb this ladder. And you started to climb. And you climbed, and you climbed, and you got to the top, the Guinness World Record title.
I mean, judging by the fact that a lot of people have attempted it, and they fell off along the way, and they didn't come back. So, can you run us through your thoughts? But how did you even think? Okay, let me even come and try this.
It's not even easy to blow a trumpet for that
30
long.
minutes.
So, run us through the process, the planning, carrying it out, all the times you went on breaks, how you felt, and then when you finally realized that you had won the title, the second attempt. So just take us through all of that. I know you'll have like just let it out.
Okay, yeah, so when I started off the Trumpet Influencer brand, it's all about the mission, you know, advancing music education and advocating for the recognition of instrumental musicians, where their value is often underestimated, right? People who study this music, who, you know, learn this instrument, they put in a lot of work. Music is not cheap, right?
It's not.
And then, so they put in all of this work, but I feel like they're undervalued in this part of the world. So I started off the Trumpet Influencer brand to advocate for this cause. You know, we had the heartbeat of music, right? You know, we're taking the front stage and not the backstage, right? So I thought about what's going to help this mission, you know, to prove something out there, at least to, you know, to showcase what we've, you know, we've been digging in our chamber, right? So and then I found out that there's no current record in the world for the trumpet, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I reached out to Guinness. I made an application, and then they reached out to me, and you know, they gave me all of the rules, and they said there's no current record in the world. For me to set the record, I have to play it 24 hours, non-stop. And I was like, damn. It wasn't even just that, but when I saw the rules and regulations, it's just beyond playing on the stage. You know, there's really a lot to that record. And so I spoke to, a big shout out to Blake Pantin, my colleague, the director of band. Yeah, so Blake Pantin, I was the first person I told at the American school, and I said, hey Blake, I want to try this thing out. And I was like, Sure. Thanks for that. And it was like, you know, he's an American and he knows my I'm very vast in this field. Jazz, classical, Afrobeat, whatever you need, I'll go.
So he knows your
right?
capability.
He knows, but he's, this is something no one has done before. So the worry starting from, okay. And then I started, practice. The first practice I did was 1 hour, 30 minutes non-stop. And my nose was drizzling like those. My jaw was almost dropping, my face was almost falling off. So I was like, okay.
I want to do 24 hours.
And this is the journey behind this whole project was it's something I know is going to resonate to maybe one person out there, because see, anything you set your mind to, you can. I started off with 1 hour 30 minutes. It went to 3, it went to 6, it went to 10, it went to 15, it went to 20 hours, and it went to 24 hours.
And this took how long?
It took 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and 6 months. When I say 6 months, I practice in the hardest time, which is midnight. I barely practice during the day. During the day is like a distraction for my creative, so I play over the night. So I play with my band from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 3 times a week, right? So, and then I was, noticing my body. When you play the trumpet, right, you probably think your hand or your back are those places that you're gonna, feel some pain. But it got to a point, my legs were literally shaking, right? A lot of things were going so weird, so these are the things I started, working on during my practice. And then, so the first attempt was disqualified because I drank water.
Well, hello. Your throat.
Yes.
So wait, you're not supposed to drink water at all?
On your break, I'm supposed
to
drink water only during the break. So
wow.
It was, I drank the water in between, it was 22 hours already. So I was playing a particular song, Eba Mr. Fun Baby, and so there was a particular response, but that was the part I drank just to clear my throat. It was like 5 seconds. And then Guinness reached out and he said, Joshua, unfortunately, this, we're going to disqualify it. And I'm like,
how did you feel?
I felt like, I
can see you. I would have, yes.
I put in a lot of work.
Yes, like you're almost there.
Yeah. So, and if I was disqualified on a ground that was very solid, I think, it's going to be fair enough to be like, okay, I can. So as at that time, I wasn't really encouraged to go again. If they could disqualify me just based on 5 seconds of water break, so I wasn't.
Just 2 hours away.
So, and then I thought about something. There's a lot of kids and students who look up to me, right, in the creative industry in Nigeria, and I'd be like, okay, some of the kids were very furious. They went back home and be like, oh, and then they disqualified Mr. Joshua. How dare, it was so, and I'm like, so that's why I said I draw my inspiration from, the kids are also a sort of inspiration to me. Not to let them, it's okay, you can come back. Success is not how that easy as well. You can always, so the message that carries is what that was what drive me to attempt the record again. And this time around, the pressure was really even much, because some were like, what if you actually do this thing right and they still didn't approve? So there was really a lot I was something the second time. You must not fail the second time. So, and then it happened. It got to a point during the second attempt, my lip, actually, was bleeding. And that was around 21 hours.
Oh my word.
I had to keep playing with that. It was very terrible, and then all I knew is I trained my mind more than my body, so I was ready up there, my mind, like I have to bring that record home to Nigeria, to my dear nation, so I was very strong up there, I see it as, representing a whole nation, being the first person in the world, musically. So
to create a record,
we are really proud of you. I am proud of you.
So we did it second time. Thank you.
We're all proud of you. So how do we reach you on socials? How do we reach you on your social media pages? On
Instagram, it is official Boss Boss. On Facebook, it is Boss Boss. On Twitter, it is official Boss Boss. So it's official Boss Boss everywhere, literally.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really, really great having Joshua on the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed him serenading you before the interview. All right, that is all we can take on the show today. We hope you were entertained, and we hope we made your TGIF as fragile as it could be. We had Oyi Olori of Lagos in the building, and from Joshua and myself, Lady Cat, her real hotness, we say have an amazing weekend. Go ye into the world and have fun.
And turn up. And we are going to start.